Love, light, and peace, my universal friends. It is day 12 on our series on self mastery. And today I want to talk to you about letting things flow and not trying to force things. An important part of self mastery is getting in the rhythm of grace and that rhythm with your higher self. Because when you're operating in your higher self, when you're really flowing out of your best energy, okay, that highest vibrational energy, your highest frequency, things just flow. There is a grace, there is an ease, there is a joy. You tend to really enjoy what you're doing. Ideas flow easily, resources and help shows up. And it's just a great feeling of knowing. The ease or the flow of doing something is often the confirmation that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So if you have to force something, anything you have to struggle to acquire, you're probably going to have to struggle to maintain. If you have to struggle to get there, you're going to have to struggle to stay there. And so that's why we don't want to force things. We don't want struggle outcomes, because when you get a struggle outcome, you're going to stay in a struggle until you eventually get in the flow, or a lot of times end up just having to walk away from something that you acquired out of desperation. So, one of the ways that you can get in flow is by getting out of confusion. Make a decision. And let me tell you why that's really important. If you're confused about anything in your life, your energy is divided, especially if it's about something major, like, say, maybe quitting a job or moving, asking an adult child to move out of your house, going through a divorce. Any major life decision that's really going to change the dynamics of your day in and day out can really keep you on the edge, and it can create a lot of confused energy. And confusion, every emotion, and confusion is one of them, is not just an emotion, it's not just a feeling, it's a state of being. It's a frequency, it's an electrical signal that you're sending out. And so that sense of confusion tends to permeate the rest of your life. That whole emotion or that whole feeling of chaos and confusion seeps into and creeps into everything. And so, if you're on the fence about a major decision in your life, you really need to go ahead and make that decision so your energy is freed up, because you're really going to struggle to do things. And listen, let me tell you something. There's no confusion in your higher self. When you are really elevated in self mastery and you are gracefully seated in your higher self and flowing from that place and doing things from that place, there's no confusion there. So the minute you're confused, you already know that you're operating out of your lower nature, because in your higher self, the part of you that is connected to the divine mind of God, there is absolute clarity, there is peace, there is ease, right? And so you don't want to do things in struggle. You don't want to do them in desperation. And sometimes what it takes to free up the rest of your energy is to go ahead and make a decision in an area where there's been a lot of confusion. You just have to make a decision and go with it, okay? So please, today, quick testimonial. I started writing a book. I'm a writer. I've been writing since I was 6 years old. When I write, sometimes I'll write books back to back. I've written a complete book in as little as 8 days. Like, I write, y'all. I write. But over the last year, I've been trying to write. I haven't written a book in 2 years. And over the last year, I've really been trying to write. And every time I would sit down to write, it just didn't feel right. I was really trying to force it. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it, because I've done that before a couple of times. And anytime I've written in that forced energy, I end up scrapping the whole manuscript. I mean, I've thrown away entire books, 300 pages, because I wrote it in struggle energy. So I was like, I'm just going to wait. Well, there's a major decision that I needed to make in my life, and I was really on the fence about it, and it was just dividing all of my energy. And so 2 days ago, I finally made a decision. It freed up all of my energy. And today, seemingly out of the blue, but it wasn't, today, flowing out of the strength and clarity of my higher self, all of a sudden, the title and the cover and even the subtitle came to me instantly. And I sat down and started writing. and had 2 chapters completed in a couple of hours, just flowing like what? And so, that's the power of flow. That is the power of getting in sync with your higher self and just moving in clarity and clearing up confusion in your life. So this is day 12 on our series on self-mastery. I am Sola the Legend. Until next time, remember, only you can make your life matter. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. And please support these videos.